Hey guys, Esther Moreno here. What's up? It's time for what's hot and what's not in children's ministry. Today, it's all about clothing. What you wear. Does what you wear really matter when it comes to reaching kids in children's ministry? Stick around and find out. You guys, we should always be creating an atmosphere of acceptance. It is vital in children's ministry, and it should be threaded in everything that we do, from the sets that we create to open up their imaginations to the digital upgrades that we incorporate in our ministries, because we want to ensure that we are able to reach these digital natives right where they are, all the way to, yes, to the way we dress. So it doesn't matter how you dress in kids' ministry. My answer is yes. You guys, how we show up in the world when it comes to ministering to young people, it matters. It matters so much. It's not the only thing, it's not the main thing, but it is a thing that does matter. Number one, how we dress affects the way children see us. It affects the way children see you. How you dress, number two, affects the way children see the church. And number three, how you dress affects the way children see Jesus. You guys, in life, we are constantly looking for people who will influence us and who will inspire us. The same is true for kids. When I am working in kids ministry, I want the kids to want to imitate me. I want them to see what I'm wearing and say, man, that is so cool. I want to look like Miss Esther. I want to follow Miss Esther. And then I'm able to say after that, great, follow me. But now, follow me as I follow Christ. It's just a hook. What I wear is not the main thing, but it's an important hook to get them to the main thing. And I love this because youth pastors have this down so good, right? You know, you see a youth pastor, they got on the ripped jeans and the Champion sweatshirt and the checkered Vans, because they understand how they look matters. You know, they're not coming in with the three-piece suit, you know, and a tie or a bow tie. But they know that if a kid walks in, maybe a young person comes with a friend, maybe they walk in off the street and they have no relationship with this youth minister, and they see them and they see the ripped jeans, they see the cool shoes, they see the trendy top or hoodie, you know, sweatshirt. Now they're leaning in a little bit more because now you've got me hooked with what you're wearing. Now I'm hooked. Now it's time to see if what you have to say can really help me. But the important thing is now I'm listening. And the entire start of it all was because of how you are dressed. So now that we have them hooked, now that we've used our outfit to hook them, we use our shoes or whatever to connect with them and their generation. Now, all of a sudden, it's changing the way they see the church. They don't see the church as stodgy and boring and outdated and irrelevant, but they're seeing it as an environment that's safe for them, that's cool, a place where they can connect with. And all of a sudden, now it's affecting the way that they view Jesus. In a world where truth is whatever you want it to be, now they have accepted this truth because you have started. It all started with just a hook, with how you were dressed. This is why it's important how you show up when you are doing kids ministry. One of my favorite things, and if you work with me, if you have ever worked with me when it comes to serving children, I come dressed correct. I got my retro Jordans on or Vans or whatever I need to do to connect with the kids, because I know what I wear is a ministry in and of itself. And it really is. So now they're thinking different. It's cool to worship Jesus. They think it's cool to worship Jesus because it started with that, but it's kind of evolved into something much deeper. This is why it matters what you wear. Something that I love to do is I know that that's just a start. But I know because of that start, because of what I wore, now these kids are watching me. So I'm intentional with every piece of children's church, whether I'm leading, whether I'm serving. If the kids are doing this high energy song, I am into it. I am praising God. I'm not the leader that is going to be on the back wall, because I know that I serve as an ambassador for Christ, representative for him. If there's a worship song, I get up in the front and I have my hands lifted and I am worshiping God and I am talking to God with the reality that I know that they are watching me. Look at Miss Esther worship God. Look how cool she is. It is cool to worship God. And because of that, because of how I carry myself, because of how I came in, because of how I dress in such a way as to connect with them, now I have invited them to have their own experience with God. This is why it matters how you dress. So you guys, I'm not saying that you need to go out right now and spend $300 that you don't have on a retro pair of Jordans or Vans or whatever, so that you can connect with the kids. But what I am saying is that we need to be intentional with how we dress. We need to be intentional on how we show up when we are serving children, when we are leading children in ministry. Paul said, I became them to win them. It's just a hook. It's just to win them. So what's hot and what's not in children's ministry? Caring about how you dress. I will see you next time on our next episode of What's Hot and What's Not in Children's Ministry.
Hey. Hey. Hi. This video is for you, Miss Esther. So you were on stage and you were sharing and influencing people for the kingdom, and Jasmine was at the MegaCon and took you up on what you said. So I want to go ahead and show.
Girl, I got my Vans. You said we had to get a pair of Vans sneakers so we could be cool children's pastors. I did it. And guess what? You were right. The kids were like, yo, Pastor J got Vans on. It was amazing. So I love you. Thank you for everything you do.
There you go. So you're influencing people even in their shoe style. So here we are in New York City.
What's up, the Bronx?
The Bronx, doing a chemistry show. There you go.